All right, it's Batman time. We're going to be covering the Batfleck and Mr. Michael Keaton. So when Batman Returns rolled around, they had a lot more time and a lot more money to make the Batsuit. So they're a lot more cleaner, a lot more sharper, and a lot more refined, as you can see in the film. But these stills right here are of Michael Keaton in a test cowl before they settled on the final cowl for the film. Now, this particular cowl has much more of an organic look going on here. It's kind of like the halfway point between the 89 cowl and the Batman Returns cowl. And you can tell this thing is like fresh out of the mold, freshly trimmed. It's got powder all over it. Looks great. And even though this isn't an ideal looking cowl, it's still interesting to see the journey of what ultimately became my favorite Keaton suit out of 89 and Returns. Now, when it comes to Batfleck, it's pretty interesting. We've got some interesting photos here, not just the regular suit, but also the mech suit. So when Ben Affleck was cast as Batman, Jose Fernandez of Ironhead Studio and his crew got to work on what was supposedly a 2-year endeavor to finalize this suit, which in my opinion is my favorite live action Batman suit, and Affleck is my favorite live action Batman. Whoops. Clearly. So what you see right here is a test photo of Affleck in a very, very early prototype suit. This is when he was still coming off Gone Girl and he was still under contract and supposedly wasn't allowed to start training for Batman v Superman. So you can see he's a little bit bigger in that suit. Now, that isn't the final cowl. That isn't the final chest emblem. The chest emblem itself is very smaller, just a little bit more sharper, and the cowl itself has a much more of an organic quality to it. Even though the final one does too, you can see there's a bit more of a different scowl going on there. Now, if we fast forward to these particular photos, this is a different cowl to the final cowl. It's very similar, but again, they're trying to refine things, refine the ears. Now, Ben clearly isn't wearing eye makeup for this one. They just need to see how he looks in just the suit itself and the dimensions, proportions, the aesthetic of it all. But if you noticed on his midsection, there are some buttons there, some snaps. That is to house the mech armor. So not only that day were they doing a test of the regular suit, they were doing a test of the mech armor. Now what you see here is a very different looking helmet to what we ultimately got in Batman v Superman, and I actually kind of prefer it more than the one we got on screen. There's just something really slick and high tech about it. And then even when Justice League rolled around, Ironhead Studios wasn't covering that Batsuit anymore, but you can see right here Affleck just doing some turnaround tests in the suit. And this suit has definitely grown on me. I think it's just the way you photograph it and angle it with Ben in that suit. But to me, the BVS suit, oh man, always number one.